No one is perfect, not even the Uggs. But don't tell them I said that. Here are some screw-ups, edits, and extras from the last episode of The Uglee Truth. We call them Uglee Cuts.
No, she called me and she said, well, I go, what's going on? She goes, well, a couple things. Now, she had told me, you're fine. It's not going to be on the show, Steph.
No, I'm not worried about it. I was going to turn it up on my side.
Turn it up?
What so I can hear you.
Oh, well, I'll just get closer to the thing.
Go.
Okay.
Welcome to my life.
It's all right.
It's like I'm getting deafer by the second.
Oh, it's just because you're paranoid. It's fine. We're all paranoid about something.
I'm not paranoid. I'm just bummed. Anyway, go.
I'm sorry. Anyway, so she called and I go, what's going on? Because the last time she came by unannounced, she was telling me about something with her foot. And of all things.
Yes. Gross.
I know.
It's on her ankle. It's not like
okay.
No, but she, some quack told her that she might have a tumor, of course. Or a torn ligament. So it's either cancer or physical therapy.
She now has a ginormous boot on her leg.
I know. So she called me to tell me. She goes, well, your sister was supposed to have the ear surgery. And I go, oh, that was this week. Okay. Yeah, I knew about it. I just didn't know when it was happening. And then she proceeded to tell me about how they couldn't do it. And I said, well, I realized that it's really not your place to tell me all of this information.
Oh, I don't care.
No, I know. But, I'm thinking it. I didn't tell her.
The reason why I didn't call you is because I was exhausted. I was sick of talking.
Oh, my God. I totally get it.
Mom with me, and I'm like, I just don't want to explain it again, Mom.
No.
I'll tell her in 3 days, and I won't mind telling the story then.
Well, and you just get to the point, by the way. It's not her where we dance around the whole thing where it's like, well, the anesthesiologist was wearing a yellow jacket, and the room was well lit. Mom will give you all the details, She's like, and then the doctor, who, by the way, was quite handsome.
Of course.
And of course.
She would think he was attractive.
And of course, she tells me that he wants to see her.
He did say that.
And she goes, and the way, she's like, and he goes, and after all this is said and done, I would like to see you in my office. And I'm like, what?
Surgeons are charming.
Of course, they want your money. They'll cut into you.
They're egotistical. They're very confident.
Well, they're very godlike in their minds.
Yes, and this guy is.
They help people.
Yes.
Yes.
So I knew Mom would like him, right? Because when I met him in his office, I was like, this guy's too cute. Shit.
Is he short too?
No.
Oh, he's tall?
He's really
and Mom still thought he was cute?
Well,
wow.
he's her age. He's in his 60s.
Oh, so he's accomplished and
Very
age appropriate.
And he's published, in medical journals. He's
right.
very intelligent. He's great.
Yes.
But, yes, Mother was having her moment when he came in the room.
Well, because really, who's it all about at the end of the day? Why do you think she goes to these things?
God.
Please. I look like...
Was she wearing her best sweatsuit, or was she actually wearing jeans?
She actually looked good. She got a compliment on her sweater. She looked really nice.
Was it beige?
No, it was burgundy.
Oh, she's feeling saucy.
Wow. I'm surprised it wasn't off-white.
I don't know, beige or cream or champagne colored?
It was so funny because...
we're so mean.
Before we went to the surgery, I called the night before on Sunday, and I'm like... Mom, I go, it's because she's been driving everywhere. She's Miss Mobile and stuff. I go, it's fine if you want to bring Paul tomorrow. And she goes,
Stephanie.
Well, that's a given, Stephanie. And I was like, oh, okay, of course. I forgot because he has nothing better to do than just be, driving Mrs.
chauffeur.
Daisy.
Yes, no kidding. And that's actually quite accurate.
He was fine. He had his book. He didn't talk, so it was okay.
Well, he did what he was supposed to do.
He was surprised when we walked out. Like, what are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Because I didn't do the surgery. He was confused. Everybody was confused. And I was furious.
And,
yeah.
And he didn't start crying?
No.
You know what?
But he did stop and get me a Starbucks. He's a good little, slave.
Slave? Oh, slave! I was wondering if that was even appropriate because we used to do that to each other when we were kids. I'm like, can you not do that anymore? Can you not joke around and go, slave? Oh, slave.
Each other.
Yeah, I don't think you could do that to others in public. They would crucify you somewhere. Anyway. All right. Well, obviously you're going to have to let someone know what happens. I mean,
what?
You're not going to have any results.
Well, I have Sutter for my health insurance.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and so when I actually realized, I'm like, okay, so I literally have to go see a cardiologist. This is so crazy to me. And I go, who do we know that's a cardiologist? And Jerry's like, Harvey Matloff. And I'm like, oh yeah, Jerry's painted for them for 30 years, forever. And he's a cardiologist, but I didn't know if he was a certain kind or where he worked. I mean, I didn't really know anything about his work. And so I looked him up, and sure shit, he is a Sutter cardiologist.
And a good one, I hope. I
he's
assume.
76. He's
Oh,
been
geez.
practicing for 50 years.
Do you want someone that old?
I mean, if he had to perform surgery on me, I don't know. But as far as like him reviewing my test results and ordering the next step,
that's
yes.
full. That's fine.
Yes.
Because that's all that's going to happen.
Right now, yeah.
Yeah, they're not going to go, oh, well, we have everything we need after this one visit.
Open. Yeah.
Let's just go schedule it.
Yeah.
No.
God.
So, I mean, so it doesn't hurt that Jerry knows him so well. And
Oh, God, what if you have to end up on blood thinners or something?
I'm worried about all of that.
Yeah. Here's the
God,
thing.
your skin gets all thin and then you just start, randomly bleeding for no reason.
No, it's not like she's a hemophiliac. Or which
Is it
one?
when you bleed out of your eyes? Did you ever see that movie with Dustin Hoffman? where
Yeah,
he was
the
getting
contagion or whatever. The disease, like the Ebola movie, right?
Oh, Outbreak. That's right.
Outbreak.
That's actually kind of a good movie.
That's a good movie.
Yeah. I kind of
They
like
never
it.
show it. Why can't they show that one 25 times on Lifetime on Sunday?
God, how many
Except
times
for
do we
Harry
have to
Potter.
see Blades of Honor or Blades of Fire or whatever that stupid ice skating movie is?
Oh, Blades of Glory. Mr. and
God,
Mrs.
it's on all the
Smith.
fucking time. Or the Divergent series. I'm sick of it.
It's on our channel. It's always Harry Potter or it's Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Oh yeah, that is on a
And,
lot. I do like that movie, but I always watch it with the underlying thought of they were fucking in.
That's why I
married, and
can't
it bothers
stand
me.
it.
It kind of bugs me. And you know what? If they had been, if they were still together and married for like 30 years, I'd be like, well, shit happens. But no, they broke up
look at
after
them
like
now.
7 years. I mean, it was nothing. They have a farm of kids, and now they won't even
None of them
speak
are the
to each
same
other.
color. Do they actually have any biological children?
They do.
They have 3.
They have 3
They
kids.
have 3 biological
Yes.
kids?
Yeah.
Yes.
Angelina Jolie had children.
Yes.
Yeah.
She did. I remember.
I
when she was
think she's
pregnant.
anorexic.
Something's wrong with her.
Well, you guys. I mean, she had that BRCA gene, so she literally lopped off every female thing that she
Which is
has.
why I don't understand how she had kids.
It was after. Her mother died at like 46.
Yeah.
And so she had both of her breasts removed, and then she had a full hysterectomy. So that could be why she's so thin.
Maybe.
Because she wasn't like that when she was young.
But
When she was
wore
young,
blood
she was
around her
really
neck when
pretty.
She was married to Billy Bob Thornton.
Well, no,
There's
she's
something not right about
she's
her.
an odd duck, no doubt. I mean, she was French kissing her brother. Can you even imagine? That's
That's
disgusting.
bizarre. Maybe that's
And there
what I
were-
finally need to do to lose weight is just to
Have everything
lop off
removed?
my insides.
Just become a skeleton.
Well, that's what they want to do.
That's what actually I call her, a Skeletor.
Yeah.
one, yeah.
Although if you say that about Angelina Jolie, there's a subset of women will be like, "How dare you? She's a hero.
She's beautiful at any way.
She's strong. She's a mother. She's an UN whatever.
Ambassador.
medication she's on.
You have no idea what her life is." And I'm like, she was fucking Brad Pitt. Okay, her life ain't that bad. Honestly.
Yeah, and she left him, so there.
Yeah.
Well, in her defense, I didn't know he was a cokehead.
I thought he was just a pothead.
According to when those tabloid reports were coming out, he was coked out and like drunk.
Well, I would
That's why
not
he
doubt
freaked out.
the alcohol. Well, yeah, I
That's
wouldn't
why he
doubt
had an
it.
outburst or whatever.
Well, she knew what she was getting into.
Well, yeah, she got to give him head, so.
Yeah, exactly. She knew all about it. Do you think? Yeah, she probably did do that. But I bet she was one of those moms. Oh my God, we're making so many assumptions. That as soon as she had children, she was one of those moms. The only thing she didn't do was buy a minivan and cut her hair short.
Right.
That's the only thing she didn't do. But after that, she's like, I am someone's mother. I do not perform oral sex any longer.
It's like licking a snotty nose. I will never forget
Said Paula.
I
tell
know,
people
I
that, and they're like,
know.
"Oh, God, that's so true.
It is
How
true.
the, how the tables have turned.
Now it's like, really? That's all it needs? No problem. Let's go.
Just call me Tissue.
Gross. Disgusting.
disgusting.
Disgusting, you whore. All right.
Oh my God.
Okay, are we ready?
Yes.
I think we're all
ready.
warmed up.
I even had to write down my ugly and awkward moment. Now I'm like, wait, what was it?
Do you
Oh,
know
I
how many
know.
times I forgot mine this week?
Oh yeah,
I
You have
forget
to-
mine
I write them
all
down
the time.
I have to write down just the line of the situation so I can go, oh yeah, that's right,
That's what
that's
I
the
did.
one. Because I have so many, I can literally go back and go, well, I guess I could talk about the time that I got a bruise on my boob from this or that.
And then
have bruises
today I was
everywhere.
just like, did I talk about the time where I had poo on my fingernail? And then I was
Yes.
just like, I'm pretty sure I did.
Yes, that's a classic.
Yeah.
You've mentioned that a couple of times.
And not even that long ago.
Wait, well, who's-
It wasn't mine. It
No,
wasn't my poo.
No, I meant, well, you know why Paula had poo under her nails, right?
Was it human?
It was a human male.
I don't. Oh my god. No.
All right, well, let's start the show and I'll let her tell you.
I'm like, was it Brian's or Victor's?
No.
Oh my god.
All right, okay.
It was
Here we
someone
go.
else
Ready?
that I used to have really dirty sex with.
Shut up.
Yeah.
You got poo on your finger because you were doing something sexual?
Let me open the show and then we'll let her. And then we'll talk about it. Because I mean, it's been a while since she's talked about it. Actually, it's been a good year.
Did you put it on the show already?
A long time ago.
A very
But,
long time ago.
You can assume that people don't listen to every show, so you can revisit stuff all the time. Okay, ready?
Was this that Sleep Train?
Yes, long time ago.
I think that's where I saw him.
It was a long time ago, because it was pre-kids. And, yes, they're always there.
Oh my god. Have you ever seen Pat Benatar live?
No.
She's amazing, isn't she?
She is amazing.
Yeah, she's really good.
Her voice is literally like.
I haven't seen Pat Benatar live. I would like to see that.
You know, she's married to her husband, who's the guitarist.
Yes.
And she's amazing too.
You know what? Very rarely does that work out, and those two are still
They've been married
as
for like 30
peas in a
years.
pod.
Yeah.
I know, and I'm
Forever.
very happy.
Look
for
at
them.
Heart, although I don't know how they're doing now with the.
I don't know.
We talked about their little
falling out last
little
year.
civil
It's only a matter
suit.
of time before the one sister with the shit husband gets divorced.
Yes,
That's not going to work. They're like
No.
twins, those two. even
They
though
are
they're
very
not
close.
twins.
No, they're very, very close in age, and they know each other better than any man could ever. I think the only reason Cameron Crowe has his own life, and they've been married for like
married to
35.
Cameron Crowe?
The blonde,
the blonde chick, yeah.
Yes, Nancy.
Oh, that's right.
Anna Nancy, Nancy Wilson. I know. Nancy and Cameron Crowe have been married. I mean, 30 years at least, because
Yeah.
she was writing music for all of his his early films.
Right.
So I mean, I think they're fine. I think
Yeah.
it's poor Anne who's having some issues finding a decent dude.
She always has.
I know, it's unfortunate.
It's always the one with the self-esteem issues that has
I
the
know.
problem.
I don't know what happened, why she gained all that weight or what
I
happened.
think her body type is not skinny.
Well, she's curvy. She's always been the
Always
curvy
been
girl.
that way. Yeah, and when you get older, it's like given.
I just remember I saw them when I was in high school. I think I was like 18 or 19. I saw Hart at Cal Expo.
rock.
And she came out with a cape on. And I went,
Isn't that mean if they do that to her?
and I'm like, what are we doing?
Right.
It's up, and she's in all black, so she looks like a giant black ghost. And I'm like, we can see she's large. We don't really need to hide it.
There is no forest around here.
No,
Right?
there
Like
is not.
Oh my god, that reminds me of that Vogue video compilation I sent you guys with those people wearing tampons and pads.
What the hell was that all about?
And what, Paula? What did you call it? It was so funny what you said. You're like,
Sheets and toilet paper.
Oh, right.
And they're walking down. These models are super serious. I'm like, how are you not going, this is the dumbest thing I've
they
ever
have to,
done?
because it's art, darling.
It's not art. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage. If I sat there, I'd be like, really, you guys? Really? This is what we're doing now? I would be so
thinking,
horrible.
Like, okay, I know they take the original designs and they like spin them so the normal person can wear them. I'm like,
How do you spin it?
Yeah.
How do we spin this?
Like, how do you spin a used tampon?
Oh my God. Okay.
And what is that? Dry clean only, or
I know. How do you fix that? How do we wash these ribbons
You
of
show up at work in
cotton?
this.
No kidding. They'd be like, "What is this?" I'm like, you'd be like, "It's couture, you guys. You don't even know. You don't even know." Since you know me the best, and I don't know if you can hear the fucking guy who is always blowing the needles from his backyard with a gas-powered blower.
Oh yes, is he on the front side of the
No,
street?
he's right on the other side of our house.
But I mean, where does his house face? Does it face the?
It's facing out. He
So, like, when I
literally
pull in to come to your-
no.
Oh, okay.
It's in another neighborhood. The
Okay.
neighborhood backs up to our
Somebody
house.
was out blowing when I pulled in, and I was like, "That's
They're there we manicure this area, not us personally, but they manicure this area daily. I don't even know why or how. It's not
wrong with them, yeah.
I hate it. Anyway, he's like, we are aware of this person. He's usually in Citrus Heights. He usually stands on other street corners. We've been looking for him. I'm like, well, you don't have to go far. He's there every day after school. So no offense, but I don't know where you're looking.
well. What are they going to do?
They're going to request him to sign a consent form to protest on the other side of the street. They want to see if he's willing to sign something that says, I promise I won't protest
And
in
if he
front of the
doesn't?
street. He doesn't have to sign it. It's a consent form. I knew that. I know that.
Would he? He's getting the exact reaction he wants.
Which is why he keeps coming back every day. And I said, look, it doesn't matter what his message is. It's not about the message. If he was standing there saying, hey, I like having sex with kids, he's allowed to do it.
Right.
Period. But the problem is that I'm having is I feel like everyone's just waiting for something to happen before they do something about it. And I don't like the idea that my kid's at school and she has to spend her whole day watching a bunch of kids recruit kids to protest. Well, it's ridiculous.
It's a distraction.
That's what I said. Else. And so
it reminds me of that one scene in Jurassic Park when the little girl's on the beach and all those little dinosaurs surround her and eat her.
That's exactly what would happen. The minivan moms would be outraged.
What are those things called? They're called
compies or something.
No. Paula, I thought you watched the Velociraptors.
Oh, the baby raptors.
Oh, yeah. They're the baby ones,
That's right. Anyway, well, I had to purge because I'm unaware of why I behave that way because I'm really someone who does not get involved. I could give zero fucks about anything. But I just am like, if someone freaking lost control for even a moment and 2 kids got hit by a car or somebody threw a punch or something and my kid is there, I mean, hell hath no fury like a mother who
We've lived in
has to deal with it
our entire life. We totally have the the mindset of, because we live in such a liberal state. It's so
everybody kind of does their own thing.
Kind of like we're such an accepting place.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that we know that are very anti-gay marriage. I mean, but they don't go out and do that.
I mean, I think those people are more in the closet than the ones who aren't.
That's what I'm saying.
So I'm saying, yeah. So what I mean is, I'm wondering if this is just a thing for us versus like maybe crap like this happens all over the country.
I don't know.
Because we live in California, we're just outraged.
Taunting high school students?
Well, yeah. I mean, think about all of the incidences that have happened at schools in general.
I know, but it just seems weird. It just seems weird because, I mean, you can put this in any other aspect. Middle school, an elementary school, a preschool.
Kneeling for the national anthem in schools, in elementary schools.
I've never seen that.
People are having their children kneel.
Yeah, I've heard of it, and
but not here.
I don't really know. I only know our school, and nobody kneeled at our school.
Like, I really feel like we are like so not used to people being weird like that. Like having man and woman equals marriage, really. I mean,
I've seen him. Honestly, I've seen this dude around, but whatever. I just hope that my only concern, honestly, like I said, is not about the message.
It's gonna change.
Well, I don't think it's even about that. I think it's more of creating a scene,
right?
And maybe hoping that the media will come out.
Well, and personally, I just think it's kind of disgusting to want to evoke emotions from children.
That's exactly my point.
It just I can't help but think like, what mental level are you on?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because he's not going to get to parents.
Are you a grown up, or are you just soliciting young people because you get some kind of cheap thrill from it?
That's and I think that's what made me mad, is that this is a grown ass man. And he knows what he's doing. And to me, it's like, if I saw somebody doing something and taunting my kid, I'd punch him in the face.
Right. Oh, God, I'd run him over. Yeah.
I mean, I have I'm like,
James going to assault, Paula's going to murder.
And you're going to help us bury the body.
Right?
So there you go. You think you're getting out of this scot-free? You're not.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll wear gloves. And so, but they don't have internet access on them. So they just have, because they don't want them. And I don't blame them. Olivia's
you
little.
don't have a data plan?
No.
How do you not have internet?
Well, you can have Wi-Fi.
Well, we have Wi-Fi,
stuff, but they can't go to like Facebook and stuff. It's all you can download apps and they can do stuff. Yes.
Lauren, I can't even get my children right. Listen to
Jeff,
me. My son,
your son
has a Samsung Note.
Yes. I don't know what you.
Pad.
Yeah, I don't. Tablet. I don't know what they're called. I'm the least technical person ever.
Really?
Oh God. I mean, Daryl, he goes, here, you need this. It's like talking to your grandmother. Here, you need to have this. I'm like, what is this? And I'm poking it. And I'm like, it's an iPad. I'm like, well, what does an iPad do? He's like, it's like a giant iPhone. You just can't call people on it. And of course, what have I done? I've tried to call people on it.
You fool.
I'm like, there's got to be a way. I can FaceTime you. No, there's not. I have to use my phone. So anyway, I've tried that. I'm not successful, but that doesn't mean anything.
It is possible, though.
And then I turned back around.
You.
You can probably see it.
What?
You can see it.
I said, are your windows tinted? Or because I thought you had windows that were tinted. To where
No.
you could see some crazy movement and not know he's being flipped off.
Oh, no, they could see it.
Oh, by the way, Paula, do you recall the story that I told you where I lifted my foot off the brake at the school and the girl was walking in front of my car and it almost hit her? And the mother was so distraught that she pulled over and started crying. And out of the kindness of my heart, even though I didn't really want to, trust me, I got out of the car and apologized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry, my foot slipped.
Yeah, well, I just said, well, she's like, you need to slow down. I'm like, I wasn't even going, and your daughter's a moron.
Why was she? What was she doing?
She walked right in front of my car when she had the whole crosswalk in front, and she wasn't. She walked right in front of me, and I was pulled up right in front of the school. So anyway, I, out of the kindness of my heart, I went over and I apologized. She hugged me. She was like super distraught. She had created this image of what she thought it was versus what it really was.
Right.
And of course, Malia knows the girl. And they have the same class together. And and her name, the daughter's name was Jamie. And I said,
It's meant to be.
I go, Malia, did you see me almost apparently mow down this
Is this an
child?
awkward moment?
No, but I just wanted to tell.
That's pretty awkward too. But
It wasn't awkward really because I didn't do anything, but I was an idiot trying to befriend this woman who was distraught.
Yeah, I felt bad, yeah.
I felt bad simply because in my mind it was calculated because I know I'm going to see this lady for at least 2 more years, right? But anyway, so Malia's like, no, she's a dumb girl, Mom. Everyone thinks she's dumb. I'm like, okay, well, that doesn't help me, but I can see, right. So anyway, yesterday, now I've seen her every day since dropping her daughter off. Yesterday, there was a backlog, and so we were next to each other. Now, I don't have to go to work in the morning, so I have the bun, shades covering that I have no makeup on, and workout clothes.
lip gloss.
The typical. She rolls down her window. Hi, Jamie. And I was like, oh, fuck, this is going to be a regular occurrence. So I have to roll down the window. Hi, how's your daughter? And she's like, she's much better. Thank you for asking.
She's much better?
Yes. Because apparently I mowed her down and she, spent.
Oh my God.
She's traumatized.
She was
This is the reason
traumatized.
why you don't do these social niceties to
Exactly.
people, because you will get snared into having to speak to them on the regular.
I have to be friendly with this
Well, and now you
person.
do that, or you have to be a total bitch so she'll never talk
Well,
to you again.
what I did is I rolled up my window very quickly, and I'm like, I hope that didn't seem rude, but I'm like, I don't even want to fucking talk. Not the lady.
Oh!
No. Oh, she could have been there, but I don't remember.
I thought you were saying she was there. I was like,
No.
is she a stalker?
No, it was somebody else.
I'm confused. I thought you had a lot of friends in high school.
When I started at that school, all of the friends that I had that I was spending the night and we were doing stuff, going to the lake, they all went to Bella Vista.
Oh, yeah.
I went to Casa because our parents are assholes and they wanted me to go somewhere fundamental, different programs. And since when do our parents give a shit about education? Suddenly they cared. So they sent me there.
Think it was more about convenience, to be honest.
It was, because it was closer. And so went to that school. I knew Phil Growie and the one girl that Dad paid to teach me how to be a cheerleader, her sister. Those are the 2 people that I knew when I started high school. I was the loneliest cheerleader in the world. And I never made super close friends there. Never. Yeah, no. And they all hated me. And I don't give a shit what anybody says. They're like, oh, you had so... I did not. I did not have a lot of good friends. I had people I knew.
I wonder why that is, because I was kind of the same way. And the people who I would say were my friends in high school, now that I'm grown up, I hate them. I literally hate them.
The people that I went to high school with, that I'm friends with now, we did not hang out in high school.
Paula, you have friends.
Paula has, because she went through the school with all those people all the way through.
I have a lot of friends
with some of them.
Yeah, she's friends with a lot of them.
Like your friend Kristen, who I adore.
Yeah. Well, I just have a lot of, friends, not even necessarily even close friends, just friends from, still over the years, even though I just had my 20-year reunion where none of them were there. But
did you guys talk about that on the show?
Yeah, we did. We did. It was a bust, kind of. It was kind of a bust. But because the people she wanted to see didn't go, essentially. But it's funny because it wasn't that I didn't know a lot of people or that I didn't associate with a lot of people, but my idea of a good friend didn't ever exist in high school. The people that I was friendly with or that I socialized with were great, but they're not even people I would reach out to today.
Right.
And maybe my standards are high. You know what I mean? Like this girl that I saw on the bridge, if I had met her in like 5th grade, we'd probably be really good friends. So I think it was more being forced to go to a place where I didn't know anyone and having to rebuild. I can't rebuild friendships. I mean, I run into people that I went to middle school with that went to another high school, and we're better friends there than anybody I went to high school with. So anyway. So with that being said,
interesting.
Very interesting. Basically, what that means is I'm psycho and I don't like people.
Did you guys watch the 10th anniversary edition of the Kardashians?
No, Paula hates the Kardashians now.
Why?
She's turned on them.
How come, Paula?
I don't even see the point.
She also doesn't like the Magnolia people, Chip and Joe.
No, I'm so glad their show's ending.
Fixer Upper.
Yeah, I don't want you, Paula. You watch those do-it-yourself shows, don't you?
Except for that one.
She watches. Allison watches that Little House show.
What? Oh, the tiny house. Oh, by the way, our mother wants a tiny house. Did I tell you guys?
She asked me if I watched the tiny house show.
She wants one. She's like, I want a tiny house. And I go, you do? And she goes, yeah, I think I would really be happy in one. I said, you going to get a tiny house and
I
move?
don't know where Allison gets this.
She wants to move to San Diego. And I said, so you want to get a tiny house and move to San Diego? Stephanie's like, what? And I said, yeah. She goes, doesn't that sound like an amazing idea? I go, it really does. I would love it if you moved to San Diego.
Is Paul going to be allowed to live in this tiny house?
I said that. I go, and she goes, the only problem is...
He can have one.
That's exactly what happened. I said, she goes, but I don't know if Paul's down for it. I asked him, could you live in a tiny house? And of course he paused. And he goes, well, I think I could. I go, well, that's a no.
Mom has brought him up
She
much
goes,
that he is even on a...
She said, well, the problem would be his guitars.
He was a mobile home salesman when she met him.
Right. And she goes, well, the problem is his guitar collection. I go, well, she goes, but I think maybe we just get another tiny house. And I said, yeah, perfect. So then he can have his tiny house and you can have your tiny house. And that'll be what you do. She goes, Jamie, she goes, you're going to move to Napa, right? And I said, yeah, someday. She goes, well, just make sure there's a place for my tiny house. And I said, I'll do that. Noted.
She's killing me. She is like...
Well, like you said, she's a survivor now.
Right?
These conversations are just out of control.
Right? Right? So anyway...
Yeah. Wow.
Our mom is on a different drug right now. I don't know.
It's a good drug.
It is a good drug. Well, it's the adrenaline of Hurricane Irma. It's still pulsing through her veins.
Right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I wonder if she's going to go anytime soon.
I doubt it. She's probably like, bye, Felicia.
We talked about going to Hawaii again. Like,
she said that.
Well, it's not my fault she's been there 25 times.
I know.
I haven't.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like, never go to Maui, never go to Oahu. I'm like,
what?
Where should I go? Just only go to the Big Island. Everything else is just, honestly, it's just trash.
Okay.
I don't even like it. It's so touristy.
Yeah,
I'm
she
so over it.
She tried to convince me not to go to Oahu. Daryl's never been.
Yeah.
We went to Ko'olina, which is probably one of the most exclusive areas of Oahu, and it was very expensive. Very exclusive and non-touristy. We had a wonderful time.
Right?
You would enjoy it very much.
Well, that's why I don't understand why she doesn't. Yeah.
Because she's not. You know why? Because she's not going to pay $10,000 for 2 weeks in Hawaii. She's not going to pay
$10,000. Did you guys stay for 2 weeks?
No, we stayed for 7, but it was very expensive. And
you got a house.
We got a condo.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
it was amazing.
I'm sure it's just as expensive, if not more, than a hotel.
We compared it to the Four Seasons, and it was cheaper.
To do the house?
Yes.
Paula, what about you guys? Where'd you guys stay for Disneyland?
We stayed at one of the little hotels across the street. I think it was like the Desert Inn or something like that. I don't remember.
No. So it was decent though?
Yeah, I mean, it was clean, and our room had 2 queen beds and a bunk bed.
I love that. It's so nice that no one has to sleep on a couch or something.
Yeah, and then they had like a little continental breakfast every morning. It was like literally the same parking lot as Denny's.
Yeah, I know. It's right by the Parkview Inn.
No, yeah. I know. As long as it's one of the Disney...
They're all owned by Disney.
There.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I couldn't... I don't want to drive.
No.
Yeah, and then we just walked. So what we did is we Ubered from the airport, and then we walked, and then we Ubered back to the airport.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, so you
And we actually did the Uber XL, so it cost us like $45.
Yeah,
which,
it's
which
worth
really
it.
isn't even that bad.
What is that?
No.
What does that mean?
Just a bigger car.
Oh.
You're not jammed into a Prius.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
So
No, it's worth
both times it was a minivan. So,
Jeez.
but that's because we had luggage and 4 people. So it's a fun time. A good time was had by all. God, can't even speak.
Thanks for checking out this week's Ugly Cuts. Join us for an all-new episode dropping every Sunday on your favorite podcast platform and, of course, uglytruth.com. That's UGLEE truth.com.